The first time I made 30 grand in the country, I was kind of elated. Had been a while, had been about a year before I was able to obtain that kind of cash for myself. Anyhow, I was so paranoid with the money that I always like to try to hide stuff. And again, for the true people that's been following me, I know your names by heart already. And I want to say I appreciate you for enjoying this audio book that I'm creating, A Man Amongst Men. Anyhow, I would try to hide everything. And I went out to hide this $30,000. And it was like maybe like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I went out to hide this money. I hid it real good. Had went around and moved around knowing that the place that I hid that money, nobody was going out there to mess with that money. So I went back in the daytime, maybe like early in the morning, about probably about 11:30 or something like that. I get to the hole where I had the money at, and the damn hole was wide open. And I could see some of the money was gone. Instantly, I was so furious. I'm looking around. I went into the hole to get the money out. It was like maybe like I think like 22,000 and some of the money. So I put it in my underwear. I came out and went back to the house and loaded up the hardware. I'm finna go step down on a couple of niggas because I ain't thinking clearly. So I went and stepped to one of my homeboys. And I said, hey, nigga, I noticed you've been watching me. So he was like, man, what you talking about, man? I don't know. I got the fire out. And he was like, I was telling him what was going on. And he said, look, bro, you need to calm down. Why would I go to a spot and take some of the money and not take it all? I was like, damn. That nigga, he owned us up. So I walked off. I uncocked the thing. I skint it, put it on safety, put it back in my pants, and I went back to the house and got my girlfriend's son. I told him, look, I need you to come go to these woods with me to look for this money. If you help me find this money, true story. This nigga can vouch for it. He a grown man now. We went out in the woods and I heard him say, I got it. He got the money. I tore the bag open, the Ziploc bag open, and peeled him off $500. And this was my first introduction to trash bandits, trash pendles, crackhead raccoons. Everywhere I went around in the country to bury things, these raccoons, and I'm being smart about this because I'm not God, but I know it's a higher power. Everywhere I went, it seemed like the family of these raccoons, the family of these raccoons would follow me, man. So I started getting closer and closer to the house, dealing with these trash pendles. And one time I went beside like a canal and buried something. And I came back and I could see the motion of how they moved or whatever. And I found out that it's 7 different species of these trash pendles with what we call raccoons. And they bandits too, because you can see the blackness around their eyes, and this is what they do. So you know what I started doing? I started setting traps for their ass. I went and I had my girlfriend to tell me, you should get some moth balls to put down on it or whatever. So I started digging it deep into the ground and I started using a glass jar. And on top of the glass jar, I would put some coke inside of the moss ball bag and put the moss balls inside of the bag with the coke. And boom, I got my first when I came back and seen like a big oversized cat one. He was he had done slobbed out the mouth and everything. He ate the moss balls and the coke and it killed him. So I had to get even. I was already being watched so much, but I had to get even more creative, man. I had to start going 10 to 20 miles on the outskirts of town and get closer to the Gulf of Mexico to get away from these trash bandits, these trash pounders and trash bandits that we call raccoons.